Hello, everyone. Mark Gilliard here for AIM Country Music Television, where we bring you the best in country music and introduce you to the hottest rising stars in the industry. Our guest today has been making waves in the country music scene with her soulful vocals, heartfelt lyrics, and the unique blend of traditional and contemporary country sounds. With a voice that's been described as a perfect mix of honey and grit, she's quickly becoming a household name in the genre. We're thrilled to have her here today to talk about her latest release, Once in a Blue Moon. This song combines Mary's powerful storytelling with a melody that's sure to get stuck in your head for days. It's a heartfelt reflection of love, loss, and life's unexpected twists. Let's get her in here right now to talk about what might just be your new favorite song. Help me welcome the one, the only, Mary McGuinness to the show. Welcome, Mary. Thanks so much for coming on the program.
Thanks for having me, Mark. Happy to be here.
You're very welcome. It's our pleasure. You've got quite a story, hardships and triumphs, and I'm just sure there's a lot of details that you might like to share. So if you take a little bit, just flesh it out a little, tell us some of that history, some of, what's going on now, and where are you headed? Just tell us all about it.
Well, okay. I was born in Fort Hood, Texas. My dad was a Green Beret, and my mother was Korean. And when I was about 5, I went to live with my grandparents in Long Island, New York, which is where I grew up. And I was always into music, but I didn't realize why until later on. I met a lot of my Korean family and I found out they were all musicians, but everyone was like, why is she always singing? And why is she?
That's awesome.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's genetic sometimes. And my high school music teacher really took me under her wing and really encouraged me to follow music. And I mean, I think that's why teachers are so amazing and make such a difference in lives, or finding a great mentor is so, important, and anyway, and I moved here to Nashville a little over a year ago, and I wrote and recorded this record. I was very inspired being in Nashville.
That's pretty fantastic. Well, you're here to talk about the new release, or one of your new releases, Once in a Blue Moon. Tell us a little bit about it. Like, what's it about and what does it mean to you?
Well, I was carrying Once in a Blue Moon, and I had this melody for it, and I co-wrote it with Jane Bach, and she's a phenomenal writer. But I think, in some ways it was influenced kind of by some of the standards that I grew up with. I grew up with my grandparents. I was exposed to a lot of music that maybe kids my age weren't exposed to, whether it was like, Gershwin or Cole Porter. And my grandfather really loved big band music, which I absolutely hated when I was growing up. And now I really appreciate it, but I would never have, I'm really grateful for that, because I would never have really been exposed to a lot of kind of music, Benny Goodman, Artie Shaw, that kind of stuff. And, but anyway, I just really wanted to write kind of a classic, like standard type of song, but in a country way, and in a different way. And the song really just came very easily, and I had the music for it, and then I finished it with Jane Bach. And I think it's really about when you meet a kindred spirit or love. It sounds like a love song, but I never like to tell people what a song is about. But I think it's really about finding that connection, whatever in life. You realize as you get older too, that how rare it is to really find that real simpatico connection. And I think that's what it's about, soulmates.
I really think you can hear those influences in this song particularly. It's got the easy flow to it. It almost starts out to where you don't really feel like it's going to be a country song, and then it kind of flows into a really, really mellow country groove there, I think.
I think that's the pedal steel coming in. I mean, pedal steel is probably my favorite instrument of all time. And it was basically put a pedal steel on it, and I love it. But yeah, I think when the pedal steel comes in and the harmonies, I think, and that's really, I attribute that to my producer, Joe Pisapia, who was just phenomenal to work with, and who's a Nashvilleian. And he played pedal steel on that. And Yeah, it was just so much fun to make, and musicians that I played with on this recording are all, here in Nashville, and just amazing. And we just laughed. And I feel like some of that kind of came in through the music. I feel like hopefully it was absorbed into the music, because I've never had such a great time making music as I did this past year. It was really a big highlight for me.
Well, I think it comes through. Let's see what the audience thinks. I'd love to play it now. How about you?
I would love that. Thank you.
Perfect. You're watching Mary McGuinness's video for Once in a Blue Moon on AIM Country Music Television.
Once in a blue moon, someone comes along, knows how to love, turns the moon to gold. Stars are falling and light the night like diamonds shining in your eyes. Paint the world with your dreams, and when you dream of me, once in a blue moon, once in a blue
Well, that's nice. Your voice is just wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're very welcome. And as I understand it, you had a direct hand in creating this video. Is that correct?
Well, it was also a lot of fun directing this video, and I made it with my friend Paul Buchholz, who was a cinematographer on it, and we shot it on a farm here in Nashville, and it was just a blast to make, and I'm really happy with it.
No wonder. It's a very good job. You guys did very nice. I'd like to be kept apprised of it anytime you guys come out with a new video. How would you describe your style? You've got lots of music and a brand new project coming. Now, what should we expect?
Well, I guess basically, maybe this record is basically, I feel like it's really inspired by so many of my life experiences and changes. I feel like I've shifted a lot in the past couple of years, and then also just really being inspired by you know, a lot of the music I love, especially from the 70s and kind of classic country. I'm a huge fan of, you know, Chris Christopherson or the Eagles and Willie Nelson, Tammy Wynette, Linda Ronstadt, Emmylou Harris. I mean, those are all my favorite artists that I never, ever get tired of listening to. So I really think this is kind of a culmination of just what was coming out of me this past year. You know, I kind of sequestered myself, hunkered down. I didn't go out a lot. You know, most people are like, you should be going out every night and meeting people. And I was like, no, I got to write this record. I got to write a record.
That's right. I got stuff to do.
I got stuff to do. And I was really on a mission. And I'm really happy with it. I'm glad that I did it. And I felt really good about it.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear it. Is it more classic country, or is it more of the more mellow things? Where would you describe it coming down as far as
both, you know? Once in a Blue Moon is probably, there's really only a couple of mellow songs on the record. I think it's, you know, a lot more up-tempo songs, and there's some that are leaning much more towards country and much more maybe, you know, 70s Laurel Canyon or, you know, Eagles harmonies, that kind of sound. So, but I feel like somehow it all fit together, and I didn't write it trying to write any certain type of song or fit anything. I really just wrote what I wanted to write. And, you know, I feel like just being authentic to myself is really important.
How many songs are on this project?
10.
10? Nice.
Yeah.
And is that a January release, or do you have a firm release date?
January 26th.
Okay, perfect.
That's the release.
I'll be looking for that.
Thank you so much.
Well, before I let you get away, tell us where to find you online, on stage, and tell us where we can buy or listen to all this music.
Well, the music is available on anywhere where you stream music. So Spotify and Amazon, Apple, and Instagram. It's my name, Mary McGuinness. I always say like the beer, and then people are like, oh, okay, I get it. Mary McGuinness, official, and same for Facebook and TikTok, Mary McGuinness 1, I think. And I will have some tour dates that I'll be announcing, and definitely be playing a lot live to support the record. So I'm looking forward to that.
Sounds great. Well, thank you so much for coming on, Mary. It's really been fun today.
Oh, thank you so much for having me, Mark. Have a great day. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mary McGuinness. So what do you guys think? Is Once in a Blue Moon going to be your new favorite song? This has been Mark Gilliatt for AIM Country Music Television. Thank you for watching.